I know you might not like to hear this, and it might not make much sense at first, but learning to be comfortable with being uncomfortable is such an important skill, and it has helped me immensely with my mental health journey.
Wolftelligence!
Welcome back to the podcast. My name is R.E., and in this episode, I'm going to talk about being comfortable with being uncomfortable. It's a very paradoxical thing, but I'm going to get into that and talk about why this is so important and why this has helped me so much on my mental health journey. I was always just so boxed into basically my comfort zone. I wasn't ever willing to try anything new. I didn't want to really feel pain. And if you've ever heard the term growing pains, we've all heard that term, and it's exactly what it is that it's going to be painful when you grow, when you learn, but it doesn't mean that you should run away from the pain, because the pain is what basically makes you beautiful. Not like that, but kind of like how pressure makes diamonds. You become more beautiful through all the pain, through all the suffering, but that doesn't mean that you need all the pain and suffering to grow, but it means that when you grow beyond what you know, which is all that life is really just facing the unknown with love, there are going to be growing pains, and it's how you choose to face that. And it is so uncomfortable to step out of your comfort zone. You want to be basically maintain the same thing. Your ego doesn't want anything to change. It doesn't like change, but the only way we evolve is by growing into the unknown, by stepping out of our comfort zone. And it is completely necessary. We are always evolving. Every single thing on this earth, every single thing in the universe, in the galaxy, maybe other galaxies if those exist, is always evolving, always going to get better and better and better. So what I'd suggest to you, something that I've done for myself and has really helped me step outside of my comfort zone, is to do something every day that makes you uncomfortable. Now, this isn't to say don't do dumb things that'll get you hurt, but one thing that I always talk about is cold showers. You'll never be comfortable with taking a cold shower. The ego will never be comfortable with it. But as I've done it every day, I've become more comfortable each time I finish my shower cold, and I'm really just building mastery over myself, over my ego, and it really sees who's boss. And again, don't do something dumb. Try something like meditation, exercise, something that pushes your comfort zone, pushing yourself that extra limit, but that is obviously safe. And for me, one thing that really pushes my comfort zone is introducing myself to new people, reaching out to new people, because I'm an introvert. I really just like staying to myself. And even something like speaking on camera like this is something that I'm obviously becoming more comfortable with, but it's not something that I love to do, at least at first. It's not something that I feel comfortable with, but I know that each time I do it, I'm able to watch back and see how much better I am. Even watching a video of myself a year ago, I'm like, wow, I was terrible. I look terrible on camera. Maybe I'm a little less now, but it can be anything. It can be doing this, speaking on camera, making videos, making poetry, yoga, meditation, exercise, anything that pushes your comfort zone. It's really it. My communication skills used to be absolutely terrible, but the only reason they got better is because I pushed my comfort zone by journaling and writing every day and basically facing these emotions, these negative emotions that I didn't want to face, and they were uncomfortable to face, but I got through them by showing them love and facing them, and then realizing the other side of this kind of box where you think everything is just, the whole world is in this tiny little box. You expand that into the unknown, you become uncomfortable for that tiny second, and the whole world opens up. And I'm still uncomfortable on camera, you can probably notice, but I'm definitely getting there because I'm pushing my comfort zone. I'm comfortable with this feeling of uncomfortability because I know that I'm growing and I'm evolving through it. And I'm also way more comfortable than I used to be, so that should be some motivation or inspiration to anybody who wants to do something like this. You don't have to care what other people think about you. That's the only thing that's going to stop you from doing it. I know that's what stopped me from doing it. And now I'm at the point where I'm more comfortable with being uncomfortable. And therefore I grow more because I do more things that'll push me out of my comfort zone. Meditation, cold showers, I'll always say that. And that has just helped me immensely. So that's it for today's episode. I hope you enjoyed. Become comfortable with being uncomfortable. Very paradoxical, but has helped me greatly on my journey.